this is how the no tax on overtime additional deduction works. Let's take this quick example of married filing joint and both combined making $160,000. They're saying they have no kids and no write-offs, so they're just gonna take the standard deduction and reduce their $160,000 of income by $31,500. This would leave them with taxable income of $128,000, and the tax on this amount of taxable income would be $18,098 total tax. But let's say they have $30,000 of overtime, qualified overtime. You might see the overtime reported in box 14 of your 2025 W-2, but you might not, because this is the first year that they made this change and they might not have had time to report it. If you do see it, you'll see it here and it might say overtime premium, or it could show up as qualified overtime. Let's say it doesn't. You would have to manually enter it into adjustments to income, additional deductions, and there should be a section for you to enter qualified overtime included in your W-2 salary. And then you just enter the amount. That is gonna flow through on the Schedule 1A additional deductions, and you will see the calculation for how much of this overtime is gonna be able to be deducted. As you can see, the max amount is $25,000 if married filing joint. So only $25,000 of the $30,000 will be an additional deduction. The way this shows up on your tax return is that you take your adjusted gross income, reduce it by your standard deduction, and then reduce it even more by this additional overtime deduction of $25,000. So now your taxable income is $103,000, and the tax on that is $12,598. This is a tax savings of $5,500. So hopefully you see a nice little refund on your 2025 tax return because of this extra little deduction.